Hi, guys. Whew, here we go. Here I am. Sorry, but as you can see, I am a little bit tired. But I'm here because I promised you that after these two incredible days at the K Arena in the Yokohama, I would have made this live streaming telling you my experience, telling you how was this Attack Fest or Attack Festival. First of all, thank you so much for the support because I posted a picture with my beautiful shirt. and Yeah, I really like that shirt. I love it because of the design was simply awesome, and it's pretty catchy because when you walk on the street, and then there are people who say, "Oh, wait, what's that?" Actually, yeah, that's my shirt of Ereyega, and I really like that. Okay, first of all, before starting all that happened regarding these two incredible and magnificent days. I wanted to show you once again the tickets because I posted the tickets on the community section. But in this case, I wanted to show you the tickets one more time. So this was the first day. As you can see, okay, I have two tickets, but anyway, you see that it's written here. Okay, sorry, because now on YouTube the camera changed. I mean, usually it was this way, but now it's this way. Okay, so as you can see here on top here, it's written 27th January, and yeah, I want to start by talking about this first day. The first day it was simply awesome because there were all of the singers of the openings and endings, almost all of them, and then I will explain you why. Um, and I was on top of the arena. I mean, there were three layers. I mean, four layers. Um, there was the arena that was the lowest ground. Then there was the lower standard that was level 3. Then you went up one more time, there was level 5, and on top there was level 7. I was on level 7 the day before yesterday, so the first day. But I have to say that that K Arena in Yokohama is structured pretty well because the capacity is 20,000 people, and it didn't matter where you were because you could see clearly the stage. And sorry, I couldn't shoot any picture because we were told not to shoot anything, not even pictures inside. And if you find online people who shot the pictures, they didn't do it properly. I mean, it was simply illegal. They should have not done it. The reason why I say this is because while I was trying to shoot a picture the first day inside of the inside, um, there was a girl from the staff who came and told me, no, look, not even the pictures. You can't even take pictures of the inside, even if the show didn't start yet. But we were recommended to not to shoot anything. So I know that online probably you can find pictures of the inside of the stage and whatever, but actually this is against the rules. So be careful what you see and what you like or what you repost online because those pictures were not possible actually. Otherwise I would have done it too, you know. um by the way, there were lots of people. I mean, this time, yeah, we were 20,000 people each day. So the total is a 40,000. It was the first time because the other years that I went to the Shingeki no Kyojin special event, we were not so many, to tell you honestly. I mean, not that many. So this year I was completely surprised because there were so many people from different ages. I mean, there were even kids, kids watching Shingeki no Kyojin, but I open a bracket. It's definitely better than other anime. Close the bracket. Um, yeah, there were kids, there were adults, there were even people like my mother. I mean, the same age as my mother, who were queuing and we were waiting, entering the arena. So. mm I really like these things. I have to say that that's one of the things that I like the most about these kind of events, because from these kind of things you understand that when you have a great story, and when this story is not just great because of the characters, because of the setting, because of what the author wants to say, but as a complexity of the story and as a um, greatness of the things that it has to say. Yeah, for all these reasons, when you see that different ages are connecting and are thinking almost the same, because there are type of fans and other type of fans, but that's something different to say. But anyway, the good thing was to see all these people from different ages sharing the same place for an anime. I mean, for a manga, for a story that, in my opinion, changed the manga's panorama and even the anime's panorama. Um, so that was a great thing. But by the way, the first day when I arrived, yes, I posted some shorts online, I mean on YouTube, because from the outside I could shoot. And there was the posters everywhere, so the Attack Fest, that stands for Attack Festival, and there were all these posters of all the characters that made this story great. There was even the area of the merchandise. The first day when I came, actually, we arrived there 2 hours, almost 2 hours before the show started, before the doors were opened. No, not 2 hours, 1 hour and a half. And the merchandise queuing line was endless. So the first day I couldn't buy anything because I didn't know how it was structured. I didn't know anything. So the first day when I went there and I followed all the queuing line until the end, I was like, no, I will never make it because this line is enormous, long. I mean, there were four people per each line moving forward to make these enormous line. We were like the aliens that were set free from Eren after the rumbling. Let's say, do you remember ending number 2 when at the end you see that long line made of people queuing that they go to the sun the same. So it was incredible. But so yeah, the first day I said, no, 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 okay, I can't make these because it's impossible. And then there were different kinds of gadgets in the merchandise official store. And the first ones that were almost completely sold out were the mantles of the Chosahedan, the Survey Corps, and even the coat of Chosahedan. I mean, the coat that they wear at the end of season 3, part 2, before reaching the ocean. Those two items were the two most sold, and that's why they went sold out pretty quickly. There were lots of gadgets this time. There were clear files, there were the pamphlets that later I'm going to show you. Um, there were even eye masks. Look, guys, there was something really funny because there were two types of eye masks. One it was Eren's eye mask, and the other one was Yelena's eye mask. Look, now I wanted to share with you the link so you can. Let me see, where is it? Yeah, so you can find all the gadgets too, in the case you want to see. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Just a second. Um, Okay. Yeah, this festival was made principally because of the 10-year anniversary of Shingeki no Kyojin anime. Even if we were talking, I mean, in this festival, they were also talking about the manga. Absolutely. Okay, here is the link if you want to see not just the tickets, but even if you scroll, you can find even the merchandise. And yeah, okay, so there was, let me check really quick. Yeah, there was the a cloak, yes, a cloak, or anyway the mantle with the hood. Then there was, yes, the coat. Wow, the coat was super expensive. It's 200 euros more or less, so it was pretty expensive. Then there were the t-shirts. Yeah, even the t-shirts, they were fine, but sincerely, um, I didn't want to get these t-shirts at this time because they were almost the same, except for the back. Because the back, there were different writings. Like for day one, there are these artists. For day two, there are these artists. So the T-shirt in front, it was the same. So I didn't want to get this time the T-shirt. Then there were, yes, the pen light. I mean, there was this pen light with the face of the colossal titan that could have been illuminated. So when the show started, you could shake it, and this light was visible to all the artists. Yeah, I have to say that many people bought that kind of stuff because it was awesome to see all these colossal titans' face shaking. Then there was the pamphlet. Yes, then I get it, and then I got it yesterday, so I will show you later. There were even the acrylic stand, the trading name keychains of all the characters. There were the clear files. There were the eye mask. If you click on the link that I put in the chat box right now, you can see the two eye mask. Look at Yelena, absolutely amazing. The badges, yeah, these were the gadgets. So when I saw how many people wanted these merchandise for this time, because the other two experiences that I had regarding the special event, they were a little bit different, to tell you honestly. They were not so crowdy, and you could go inside without even queuing because, okay, let me tell you honestly, this year was it was structured in a different way. I mean, there were people who had the priority pass, and these people who had the priority pass to the merchandise area had to come to Yokohama K Arena in advance. I mean, they had to come, for example, from 10 to 11, one group, from 11 to 12, another group, from 12 to 13, I mean, to 1 p.m., another group to 1 p.m., from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., until you reach the 3 p.m. From 3 p.m., everyone without booking, without having this priority QR code, could go in, could make a line and could be satisfied to buy whatever it was available. Sometimes, most of the times, even if you were queuing, some of the items were already sold out. So in this case, you had to do something else. I mean, to buy something else or to avoid the queuing and go away. Now, in my case, I was happy because I got the pamphlet, and you know that I collected the pamphlet even 3 years ago when I was going to my first experience at the Attack on Titans special event. While 2 years ago, I bought, or 1 year ago, okay, no, maybe it was 2 years ago, yeah, I bought the t shirt of the Attack on Titan special event because the pamphlet 2 years ago was not available. I mean, they didn't even make a pamphlet 2 years ago. So I said, okay, let me buy the T-shirt, and I'm still using it. That's awesome. Um, but yesterday I put my own shirt that it's even better. Sincerely. Okay. Anyway, um, the merchandise, yeah, it was pretty crowded this time, and it was not like all the other years. There was even the CD, DVD area, but as I told you, when you go to these kind of special events, they also tell you that they don't give you any plastic bags or anyway a bag to put everything inside. You have to take care of it by yourself, and at the same time it's pretty dangerous to buy CDs or Blu-ray DVDs at the arena, because then when you go inside the arena, then you have the chance to break them because there is not even the space to sit perfectly, because everyone was like I mean, the seats were, let me be honest with you, yeah, the seats were comfortable, but at the same time they were so small. So anyway, you had to stay like this and not move so much, because otherwise the people next to you they were always being touched, and that's a little bit bothersome. But anyway, the capacity of the arena was I mean, when I went in the first day, I was like, how huge is this arena? I didn't even imagine that. I mean, I saw the map online about the seats, so I knew where to go already, but I didn't imagine that capacity. So I was completely surprised. And oh, I'm sorry, it was shaking. This time it was not an earthquake like yesterday. Anyway, um, it was enormous, and we were queuing. Then we went in, and when we went in, they gave us even these commercials. These things. I preferred, to be honest, 2 years ago in Tachikawa, because in Tachikawa they were giving you even other type of gadgets inside. I mean, there were those plates that I showed you already. You can find it on the channel. That they were so cute. Once you entered the arena, they were giving you these gadgets. But this time, they were just giving you these kind of things where you can download um, all the list in Spotify. I mean, all the songs about Attack on Titan, and all these kind of things. And then they give you even these. Um, Commercial of the wireless earphones. I'm sorry. See, here we go. Sorry, because this time the camera, I don't know how to show you. Okay, okay, here we go. See the earphones of the 10th anniversary. In fact, there was a stand outside the arena where you could buy those, and there is not even one type. I mean, this is Eren's type. Eren's type, but then here you find here behind, you find even the Mikasa. Where is it? Yeah, Mikasa, that is blue. Hanji, that is a purple, and Levi, that is blue, that is green. Sorry. See, sometimes if I say something strange, it's because I'm really tired. The price, wow. But anyway, look, you not only you have the earphones, see, you have even the yeah the case where to put inside the earphones, and you have even yeah the charger. Yeah, this is the charger, and total is 150 euros, 140 50 euros, the price. Yeah, yeah, there was the stand, but I said, look, I don't like earphones because they can't fit my ears perfectly. So, okay, I don't care, sincerely. Then, yeah, there is the poster, of course, of Ai Higuchi, her album, her record. Uh, I love her so much, but later I'm going to explain you. Um, yeah, and this is the sample. Let me show you. This is, sorry, where is it? Okay, this is the sample of her record. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but actually, let me see if I can put it like this. Yeah, here, but here it was designed by Mappa Studio, and in fact, it's written that they thank Mappa for the picture, in which there is Mikasa going and trying to find Eren somehow. And then there is even the commercial of the Visa credit card of Shingeki no Kyojin, three types, as you can see, dot, dot, dot. And, okay. Ah, no, look, there are even other prototypes here. See? Over here. Yeah, these were all the commercials that they were showing us once we were inside while waiting that the show was starting. And these, of course, wow, you have even the Linked Horizon Visa credit card if you want. I mean, here we go. That's the first time that I see, because everything is connected. This commercial, this pamphlet regards the Revo's orchestra concert. The Revo is the singer of Linked Horizon, and he was promoting his next show that is in June of this year. And yeah, these were all commercials. So at a certain point, I thought that they were giving us some different type of little gadget, even like 2 years ago. But I understood that this was not possible. That this was not possible because we were 20,000. So it was simply impossible to prepare other 20,000 gadgets. And that's why I said, okay, it's enough. Oh, the fact that I'm here 2 days in a row, it's already great. So for me, that was the most important thing. But okay, we went inside, and I told you that I was on level 7 the first day, so I was pretty high. And but the view was simply awesome. And the first day, there were all the artists that made, almost all the artists that made the openings and the ending for Shingeki no Kyojin anime. So I make you the list of all the artists, as I told you already in the previous live streamings when I was talking to you about who was going to come, who was supposed to come. So Link the Horizon, Yoko Hikasa, Cinema Staff, Shinsekai Matte-chan, Yoko Ando, Sim, and Higuchi Ai, with the special guest of the three voice acting of Eren, Mikasa, and Armin. So the first day, by the way, all the shows were awesome. And I have to say that I was pretty satisfied. I was proud to have been there for 2 days straight. And I don't think that I was the only one going over there 2 days in a row. I don't know. I don't know. But I was pretty lucky to have won both tickets, to tell you honestly. So I am proud of that. I'm happy and I'm really satisfied that I joined. And when the show started in the first day, there was this video introducing uh, the show. That was the same video that was repeated even yesterday, because it was a way to introduce the artists um, by showing you also some scenes from the anime of Shingeki no Kyojin in the background. Um, these images were starting the story from the beginning, and in the meantime the names of the artists were appearing on the screen. The screen was really big this time compared to the previous shows. This time the screen was awesome. I mean, awesome because it was really really big. um, and I understand that they did this also because of the capacity of the arena, so it's okay. But after this video in which we could see all the name of the artists and we were clapping, we were screaming, yeah, I have to say that I enjoyed these shows more because we didn't have the masks. So as I told you, even yesterday we could sing, we could shout, we could clap our hands, and we could even stand up sometimes. Most of the times in Japan, when you go to a show, you don't stand up. You just sit. You stay over there, and the maximum you can do is when you clap your hands while the music follows. Okay, or something like this. But this time we were like, I mean, it was awesome because actually the first date was mostly like a concert. So we were free to release our soul and enjoy. That's what I liked the most. By the way, after this little um, introduction video, I mean, the video introducing the show, cinema staff started this concert. So they played both songs. Um, they played the ending of season 3, part 2, but even the ending for season 1, the second ending. They were super nice. They were thanking us a lot, and they were pretty kind. I mean, I really like the cinema staff's leader singer, because he was really cute. I mean, I don't know how to say it in different words, but he was really really nice, and he really appreciated all the crowd screaming for them, because you're the first artist. You have a sort of a panic, you have a sort of a tension, starting a show like that, an important show like that. And yeah, to tell you honestly, I thought that someone else was going to start the show, but yeah, cinema staff, they were pretty good, and their exhibition was intense. We were all following, and yeah, because first they started with the ending of season 1, but when they started the ending of season 3, part 2, it's more soft, it's softer, and it's more still than the other one, and it's a more melancholic because um, you definitely know that season 3 part 2, it involves uh, lots of emotions. So when the cinema stuff started, the other ending, we were like, oh no, we remember these moments. It was pretty nostalgic. I really liked that. Then, after they finished their exhibition, there was a little interview of each artist. So cinema stuff, after they finished, they started this interview with Eren Mikasa Armin's acting, dubbers, and even the main host, that is Chiaki Matsuzawa. Matsuzawa Chiaki. Okay, I really like her because if you have seen other special events of Shingeki no Kyojin, not just Shingeki no Kyojin, even for other anime, she's always there. I mean, Chiaki is always the one, the host of these kind of events. But I really like her because even throughout these 2 days, she showed us how much she loves Shingeki no Kyojin and how long this job was throughout the 10 years, because these kind of special events um, are lasting 10 years, more or less, because they made the special events from season 1. But at that time, I was not in Japan, so I couldn't go. Yeah, then there was another memorable special event that was that for season 3, that I couldn't go because I didn't know how it worked at that time. But it was a pretty memorable. And over there, Revo was, I mean, Linked Horizon came over there too. In this show, I have to say preferred it because there were more or less all of them, even till the end of these amazing animes. So I was happy to have a summarized, to have summed up all these artists together. Sorry that I cleaned my nose 1 second. But anyway, after yeah, they performed, cinema staff had this little chit chat with the host and the three seiyu. It was nice because to all the artists, Chiaki was asking, uh, how do you feel about Shingeki no Kyojin? How was it when you joined this anime project by making endings and whatever? So all the artists, they gave their opinions about that. But after cinema stuff, there was another special moment because once each artist finished talking with this little interview, Chiaki was saying, okay, let's see what's the next artist. And nobody knew because everyone was guessing, oh, what is the next artist now? So the next artist was Yoko Hikasa. She made the first ending of Shingeki no Kyojin. Is one of my favorite. I really liked her performance. She's really delicate. But at the same time, her voice is super strong and powerful. That wow, we were invested by her voice. That was simply awesome. She was really passionate but intense at the same time. Also, because in her case, 10 years have passed from the last time she joined the special event. And it was really awesome for her to close this circle once for all. And yeah, I really liked even her beautiful white dress. She was really amazing. And when they interviewed her, she said that she made even the voice acting for Frida. And many people were like, "Oh, really?" I mean, we were surprised a little bit. I mean, I didn't know, to tell you honestly, but she said that till the end somehow she joined Shingeki no Kyojin, because even if she made the ending for season one, then she could play even the role of Frida. So we know that Frida reached season four part two. And anyway, it was a good job she made. Um, After Yoko Hikasa, there were Shinsei Kamate-chan. Oh, look, when their name appeared, we were all like, wow. The stage went down. And it was simply awesome because they were really, really awaited. And their performances were awesome. Shinsa Kamate-chan live on stage is something else. I mean, something else, it means even better. Um, they started with the ending for season two. Da-da-da, da-da, da-da. And this is the main singer of Shinse Kamate-chan. He's so funny. Because not only he's producing this uh, voice, this awkward. I mean, it's not the usual voice of a singer that you hear, like yeah, Cinema Staff, for example. But she's a Kamate-chan singer. He has this ability to transform his voice in a different way, that he seems as if a little boy is singing instead of an adult. And he can, yeah, produce these intense, super soft, but even strange voice. I like even the other chorus singer. That she's helping him as a chorus in the background, and there were even lots of violins helping them. Well, that was awesome. Shinse Kamate-chan made it. And then after the ending of season two, when they started Boku no Senso, that is My War. Yeah, yesterday I told you, but now I wanted to explain you clearly everything, so it will take a little bit of time. But when they started My War, they didn't start the song as we know. Dun, 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 dun. La, 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 la. No, at the beginning, the lead singer started. I don't know how to call it, but he was starting singing like "La," something. I was like, wow, I was speechless because his voice was awesome. I can't find another adjective right now. It was particular, but um, it could catch all our hearts, definitely. And then when he started, I mean, because of the music started too, wow. In that moment, everyone was singing. We were all like that. And especially when he was saying destruction and regeneration. I mean, we were all destruction and regeneration. Perfect. And then even at the end, he was asking us to do my war. Awesome. Awesome. I liked that moment because you could hear all the 20,000 people voices screaming, my war. Love it. Simply love it. Good job, Shinse Kamate-chan. They were so funny, so so amazing. The voices were awesome. The songs were pretty intense. great exhibition, Shinse Kamate-chan. But then, during the interview with the MC, I mean, with Chiaki and with the voice acting, Eren Mikasa and Armin, they were also saying that they are so proud of hearing that Isayama Sensei loved them so much, because because Isayama Sensei knew Shinse Kamate-chan before Shingeki no Kyojin. I mean, he was hearing them even before he made the manga, and that's why they said, "Oh, look, we are so overwhelmed to know that Isayama likes us, and he wanted to give us the opportunity to be part of all these thing that is even the anime, because everyone will remember the songs related to the anime." And they were so embarrassed at the same time, because they didn't know what to say in front of these huge crowd of 20,000 people, and but they were so cute. They were so uh, humble. Yeah, I have to say, Shinse Kamate-chan, they were really, really humble as artists, and especially because they also said that after the ending for season two, when they were called, let's say, by Isayama for the final season, they were like, "Oh wow, again!" Because they were so surprised to know that Isayama Sensei wanted them, let's say, to join even the final season with Boku no Senso. There is a particular song compared to all the others, but especially for the final season. But um, they said that they were incredibly grateful for the opportunity they had. Okay, after Shinse Kamate-chan, Yuko Ando joined. Yuko Ando made the ending for season 4, part 1. That one with the Falco, okay, the Falco's ending. Okay, you understood which one. 俺はもう戦争とかして消えるのに Okay, anyway. Really funny, that singer too. She was really awesome. Her performance was super intense. You understand how much she loves singing, and how much she cares about that song, with all the external influences that she brought in the song, and also the way she was singing in a delicate way at the beginning, but then it was a crescendo. I mean, it was going up and up and up and up until the end. Um, that was an incredible exhibition too. And when she was interviewed, she said, "Oh no, I had to come after Shinse Kamate-chan. That's so embarrassing because." Shinse Kamate-chan, they were like, "My what?" And then with her, na 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 na. I mean, it was so soft, the song, compared to Boku no Senso, that it made a difference. So she was also saying, "Look, it was really hard for me to come to the stage after Shinse Kamate-chan, because it's totally different, the atmosphere, but even the rhythm of my music compared to theirs." It was so funny, yeah. Um, but she was really cute. I mean, she was really enjoying, and she was thanking everyone for coming, because she didn't expect. I mean, all the artists, they were so overwhelmed by seeing 20,000 people, because as I told you, I mean, I saw Yuko Ando even 2 years ago in Tachikawa, but the capacity was different. Yeah, we were quite a lot over there too. I think we were 8,000 or 10,000 or something. But this time it was doubled. So she was also saying, look, in front of all this crowd is a little bit different. And they were all surprised to see so many people for Shingeki no Kyojin. I mean, usually you make a concert for an artist that made a record, but to see 20,000 people all joining for an anime or a manga, or anyway, a concert dedicated to a manga slash anime, that's different. I mean, it's completely different. Then after Yuko Ando, surprise of the surprises, Sim arrived. I thought that Sim were the second to last, because I imagined, okay, now Ai Higuchi will come out, then there will be Sim, and at the end, Linked Horizon. No, I was surprised to see Sim coming on the stage, because even if there was this little video introducing the artist, the next artist, as I told you, we could see the instruments on the stage that they were changing. I mean, while they were interviewing the previous artist, in the meantime, they were changing all the instruments on the stage. So you could understand more or less who that was. I thought that I saw a piano on the stage, so I thought, okay, Ai Higuchi is coming because she's always using the piano. But no, then I saw the singer of Sim coming in, even if the lights were out. I mean, they were turned off. But when we saw him, we started. "Wah!" Even if there was the video going, we already understood that that was a Sim. Oh, look, guys, Sim live. They are simply incredible. Simply incredible. They really killed it. That episode, no episode, sorry, that performance was awesome. They started, of course, with the rumbling. And wow, when they started the rumbling, rumbling, it's coming, rumbling, 20,000 people. So we were also standing up, like, beware! We couldn't even hear our voices because of how much the music was loud. But I think that they got it, because wow, we were inflamed. And that performance was super awesome. And even when they were singing, if I lose it all, slip and fall, I'll never look away. Amazing. Even when we were singing, beware, or I swear, we were all, I swear. Yeah, we enjoyed it so much. And that was the first time that I saw Japanese people standing up, screaming. Because, as I told you, usually they are all like, but in that case, I saw that we are the same. Just for that time, we are the same. It was amazing. Sim, I'm so happy, because then later in the interview, they said that really soon they start the European tour, and even the American tour. So they are pretty busy, but they were so happy to be part of the show for the finale for the Shingeki no Kyojin special event. After the rumbling, they sang even under the tree, full. I mean, the songs were all full. They were not just the anime cut version. No, they were all full. All artists, they played the entire songs. Even under the tree was full. And wow, Under the Tree, so emotional. Where are you at? Where have you been? Amazing. Even when we did Under the Tree, we were all it was awesome, simply awesome. Yeah, Sim. They said in the interview that they were so happy to have joined, even I mean, not just the final season part 2, but even the part 3 with Under the Tree, because what the lead singer of Sim said is that even in Under the Tree, later, I mean, not in the first part of the song of Under the Tree, but in the latest part, he says something like, if I lose it all, I slip and fall, that is connected to the rumbling. And he said that he liked to create these connections between the songs, because everything had to be so meaningful to the story itself, but even to the songs themselves, to give them a meaning related to the story. And it was really nice what he said, yeah, because from all these interviews, you understand how um, how much passion, how much heart they dedicated to this project, because they are not only artists who played the intro, I mean the openings or the endings for these anime, but they are all fans of this story. And that's the most incredible thing. I mean, they all love Shingeki no Kyojin, and I think that rather than just being the singers, they are even great fans of the story, and that's why they could have created such an amazing uh, song. Each artist, I mean, all artists created deep songs and meaningful songs that relate to their dedication to the story itself. So that's why I was really happy to be there, because every time that I analyzed all the openings, all the endings of Shingeki no Kyojin, you could understand how much passion they had to create songs like that. And that's why I said, okay, it's really worth it, because it's not just an opening. No, 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 no. No, it has a meaning. And yeah, Sim made a great job. Good job, Sim. I'm still speechless for that performance. And I'm happy to have seen them live on the stage. Second to last artist, no, before the second to last artist, there was a special message from Yoshiki, because Yoshiki couldn't come to this show. And in fact, he was the only one missing. Yoshiki couldn't come, so he was sending us a special message live. So he was at the recording studio, and he was saying, "Ah, do you remember?" Yes, we do. Do you remember I made the Red Swan? And we said, yes, we know. But not only Red Swan, because he made even the ending for season 3, part 1. That is, wait. Oh, now I don't remember the song. Uh, no, wait. He made the Red Swan. Uh, no, because that one was from Linked Horizon. Yeah. But anyway, uh, he couldn't come. I think he was really busy, and that's why he couldn't come. But even if Yoshiki made the music and the lyrics, but the singer is Hyde. Hyde couldn't come too, of course. So I appreciated that anyway. Yoshiki had a video message for us, in which he said that he could have not been able to be there, but that he remembers, absolutely remembers, the moment in which he wrote a Red Swan for Shingeki no Kyojin. And that was really nice. It was a little message, but actually, I respected the idea to have this video message because he was the only one missing there. So it was too suspicious, the fact that he was not coming. I mean, why didn't he come? It was because of the payment, or was it because of the fact that he didn't want to meet some other artists? No. uh, that's why I appreciated these video messages, so there were not some speculations about, oh, why Yoshiki didn't come, why Hyde didn't come, etc, etc. Then the second to last artist is Ai Higuchi. Oh, look, Ai Higuchi was incredible. Of course, she's the singer of Akuma no Ko and Iterashai. She started with Akuma no Ko. I heard Ai Higuchi 2 years ago in the other special event with Yuko Ando. Um, at that time, I didn't win the first part of the show. That was the live orchestra with Kota Yamamoto. But open the bracket. Who cares? Because I watched him yesterday. Close the bracket. And the second part of the show of 2 years ago included the special guest of Yuko Ando and Ai Higuchi. This year, she started performing with Akuma no Ko. Really intense. I love Ai Higuchi's voice. She's so tender, she's so soft, but at the same time, super powerful, especially live, when you have to understand if an artist is an artist or he or she is just lucky to be there because he or she is helped with some tools, but Ai Higuchi performed in such a beautiful way, such an intimate way, that it broke my heart, sincerely. Then after Akuma no Ko, she introduced Iterashai. But let me tell you, when she introduced Iterashai, she was, that is the last ending for Shingeki no Kyojin. She was really emotional. She almost cried. And in fact, she said something like, you know that sometimes you have to say goodbye to your dear people. So most of the times, when these dear people go out, go away, you tell them "itterashai." And in that moment, yeah, she was almost crying, but I was almost crying too because I really like "itterashai" as a song. Um, it clearly lets you understand the sadness, but even the power to stand up again. So ずっと探してた捧げ足のラリダ. Oh wow, I cried when she was singing in Terashai. I was crying because it's one of my favorite endings. もしよもしが来るのならあなたの Okay, stop. Even when she says, "Ashite, orande, koronde." Okay. Anyway, even when she was interviewed, she said that it was really intense to make it Terashai because she has followed Shingeki no Kyojin from the beginning. And when she had the opportunity to join the final season with Akuma no Ko and with Iterashai, she felt really emotional because it was the end. And in fact, Kazuyuki, in that case, Eren's voice actor, he said, how come did you create these super emotional songs that everyone is crying for? And she said, because of the moment itself, because when you reach the end of Shingeki no Kyojin, especially at those moments that they are pretty tricky because they make you cry. You need songs like that. You don't need songs that they are too powerful, like that. I mean, it's the end. But even when in Akuma no Ko there is Eren that goes and then he disappears, that makes you cry as much as when in Iterashai there is the ending part. I mean, the last sentence of Iterashai is Anata no shinzo soba ni. It makes you cry. It makes you cry. Mm, amazing. I really loved that performance. And then after Aikiguchi, everyone was already standing up because we knew that the last artist was Revo. I mean, it was Linked Horizon. So we were already standing up, even if there was the video introducing the artist. Who cares? We were already screaming because we knew that that moment was coming. And look, guys, I waited 10 years to see Linked Horizon back, to see Linked Horizon live, to see the atmosphere. Because when I watched the special event of part three, when Revo came, that was the last one, because then with the season three part two and with the final season's special events, Linked Horizon didn't come. So I was like, look, now it's the time. And when he started, the stage was full of red tones of colors. He had always the same jacket. I mean, Revo had the same jacket as the coat, sorry, the same coat as usual. But we were all standing up. It doesn't matter if we were level 7, level 5, level 3, the arena, I mean, the ground floor, we were standing up and we were like, da, 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 da. Well, Revo's voice is amazing, live. Unbelievable. Look, I got chills even now that I thought about what I experienced. And every time when we had to say, Jäger, 20,000 people screaming, Jäger, or even later, Eren. Wow, amazing. I love that song. He started with the first opening, and beautiful. The only thing that I felt sad is that he didn't play all the songs. Because I think it was a matter of contract. I mean, maybe Revo said, okay, if I can do 4 songs, I do it. If I have to make all of them, no, I will not do it. So at the end of the day, they probably would have said, okay, 4, it's fine. Because he was the last artist. And if he had to make all the songs, he had to play 6 songs. Because there was even the opening for season 3 part 2, and even at the ending of season 3 part 1, those two he didn't play them. And I was a little bit sad because opening 5 is one of my favorite, and he has never played that opening ever live. So I was like, please do it, do it, do it, because it's so great, that opening. He didn't play it, so I was like, but who cares somehow, let's say, because he played, of course, the first opening. Then he played both the two songs of the last episode, in which one had, already, had the collaboration of Ishikawa Yui, that is the voice acting of Mikasa, and Kaji Yuki, the voice actor of Eren. Wow, Ishikawa Yui has a beautiful soul. I mean, her voice is, I already love her because of her way in which she's interpreting Mikasa, but her voice, so delicate when she's singing. Amazing. That exhibition, we were all standing up, even if Revo, and I have to say Revo was so respectful, because in that moment while she was singing, he moved away, because otherwise we were all focusing on Revo. No, he left the stage for her, so she was standing in the middle of the stage and she was singing da 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 na 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 da na 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 na. Amazing. And even when she says tatakae o kurigaisu anata no kotoba, so beautiful. And in one moment in which both Mikasa's voice actress and Eren's voice actor are singing, Kaji Yuki went behind her and he did something like, okay, I don't know how to make it now, but he put a hand on her, next to her here, like this, to remind the scene in which Eren was hugging her. I mean, was hugging Mikasa, to tell her like, I am here. Okay, even if I'm not there anymore because Eren is gone. While Ishikawa Yui was singing, he was putting this hand here next to her to say like, Eren, in that case, I am here still. I'm not gone. That was so beautiful, and everyone was crying in that moment because we remembered the moment in which Mikasa says, "Thank you for wrapping me the scarf around my neck." That is the last scene that is memorable. Wow. But anyway, and then Revo came back because there is the second half of the song. There was even the singer, the German singer who was singing in German live. Wow, so powerful in that moment. And then Revo with his energy. Wow, unbelievably beautiful. Then he made even the opening, number 3. He made even the opening for the last part for Shingeki no Kyojin. It was a memorable, yes. But then when he said, "Look, now it's time for the last song," and we all said, "Eh?" That means really. I mean, in Japanese, when you do it's like, what? Really? Because we were thinking, look, he's going to sing everything like all the other artists, because all the other artists, they played all the songs, but no, he didn't. Okay, anyway, no, yes, I forgot one particular thing. Before Ishikawa Yui was starting singing, and when Revo made the last opening for Shingeki no Kyojin, he let the kids join. I mean, there were lots of kids to play the intro of the song. That is this part. And now I'm going to let you hear it. Attack on Titan. Last opening. That is, yes, Shubi no Kyojin. The final. Yes, Saigo no Kyojin. This one, guys. So when I saw the kids, I thought, okay, now they are going to play even the ending for season 3, part 2, because the kids were the same. I mean, there is the chorus of the kids even over there. No, he didn't. But anyway, we clapped our hands for the kids because they made a great job. I mean, live, they are awesome. More than, of course, what you hear here on the usual song. Wow, the audio was super amazing. By the way, I go back with what I was saying. When Revo said, okay, this is the last song for tonight, I was like, no, ma perché? Why? And he made a Sasageo, Sasageo. So he trained us to do the choreography. I mean, he said, okay, so first you do Sasageo, Sasageo, Shinzo Sasageo, Subete no Kiseki wa. I mean, he was training us how to perform the song. And then Sasageo, Sasageo, Shinzo Sasageo. Beautiful. Even when we were saying, or but I mean, all the arena was going crazy. We made it, and in fact, when Revo was interviewed by Chiaki, I mean by the host, and by the three voice acting, he was saying, "Look, to be honest with you, this was one of the best performance I had about Shinzo Sasageo because we were 20,000. So even the atmosphere, the feelings, all the memories, uh, and we knew that this is the final show. I mean, this is the final special event, so there will be no others. And to see all the crowd singing, but even I felt so involved because even if I was level 7, that is the upper level, I was surrounded by all these voices around me and all the people that were standing up, they were shouting. Uh, I can't explain you with words, with the proper words. I can't. You have to feel it. Um, but I was waiting for this moment because, when you go live, when you go to a concert, you are free to scream out loud. You are free to say it because everyone is saying it the same as you are doing. And you are shouting something that you have always wanted to shout. Okay, I shout it even in my house, but it's not the same. It's like a Sasageo, Sasageo, Shinzo Sasageo. But I am here by myself, And when you're surrounded by such a crowd and with that audio, with Revo's voice in front of you singing, and it was worth it, guys. Yes, it was worth it. And I am happy that I joined because I think that I that this story has a part of my heart. I involved myself so much into this story. I spent hours and hours and hours commenting, analyzing, understanding this story. And yes, guys, I forgot to update you. I almost collected all the manga, and I also almost collected. I just need one more box, the first box of the manga that is from number 1 to number 5 volume, but I have all the others already. And I have almost done even the Colossal edition, that is the other Attack on Titans version, that is pretty big. I almost finished it. And once I finish collecting all the manga, yes, my project is to analyze the manga as a work of art, as the meaning that is um, installed in the manga thanks to the art, the style of Isayama, what's missing in the anime. I wanted to do some great things, but I needed the manga first. So I needed the first 5 volumes, and I'm trying to collect them in a box because in Italy they put everything in boxes, so I can collect them better. And I also have the colossal edition that is the big one, so it's like these, so it's pretty big. So when I open the pages, wow, they are enormous because I wanted to analyze clearly things, some things. But anyway, what I was saying is that I dedicated myself so hard about this story, and I was happy to be there for the finale, for the final show, both days. Okay, then Revo finished singing. He had this little interview, and then, as always, all of the artists are coming on the stage to leave the final message to the fans. That is something really typical. But I have to say, I really liked how they structured, how they scheduled this show. It was not the usual thing. And even for the day after, that is yesterday, they did something magnificent. Look, ooh, that experience was not awesome, more than being awesome. By the way, the first day finished, it lasted 3 hours. So it was something really special because, as I told you, usually they were lasting 2 hours. But by being the last show, they wanted to extend the time. So the first day lasted 3 hours. It was awesome. Thank you so much. I want to personally thank all the artists that came, all the choruses, even yes, even the host Chiaki Matsuzawa. She's super great. She's so cute, and even yes, the voice acting. But even anyway, the day after they were all there once again. So I will thank them later. But yeah, thank you to all the artists who made the openings, the endings for Shingeki no Kyojin anime. It was awesome to hear them all live, almost all, because Red Swan, he was not coming. But anyway, um, it was memorable. I will definitely treasure this experience in my heart. Day 2, here we go. I have the tickets. Let me show you the tickets. Here we go. So again, I showed you already in the community section, but here we go. 28th of January. Um, when we went in, no, this time I went earlier, as I told you yesterday, before the earthquake. No more earthquakes, unfortunately. Um, I went to the arena a little bit early because I wanted to queue for the gadget. I mean, for the pamphlet. They were always giving us these once we entered the venue. So I said, okay, who cares? Because these are just advertisements. So, okay, no problem. But fortunately, I got the pamphlet. Yeah, I had to bring, as I told you before, the plastic bag from home because on the website it was definitely written, look, we don't give you plastic bags, or we don't give you bags, so bring it by yourself. I was like, okay. Anyway, the pamphlet. Here we go. Here it is. Yes, it's a it's pretty hard. It couldn't break, fortunately, because as I told you, when you buy a gadget, they don't give you the bag, so you have to bring it inside. Even if I open a bracket, little bracket, there were lots of people who brought even suitcases. Because you could buy at least 5 items per person. Otherwise, everything was going sold out so quickly. So they were bringing suitcases, and there were even lockers. So in the case you wanted to leave your suitcases or your baggages somewhere, there were the lockers all around the arena. So that was pretty nice. But I didn't want to leave it over there because when you go out from the arena, they instruct you where to go and you don't go back to the lockers. So I don't understand how they did it. I mean, how the people who left inside the lockers or something, how they could go back and grab their stuff, because the staff was telling you, look, go there, come on, go, to let them all go out. 20,000 people, there were the streets that were completely crowded, and the people who were living in that area, because Yokohama is not just the Kei Arena, Minato Mirai. No, it's full of these tower mansions where people live. So the people living there, they were even at the balconies to say, what are they doing? Because we were so many. So, and 2 days in a row. So they were pretty surprised, even the people living over there. It was a huge show. Yeah, it was a huge show. But by the way, yes, I bought the pamphlet. There were lots of people. Lots of people there. On the first side, this cover side of this part of the pamphlet, you have actually, you have this image that was even used for the tickets. Once again, I show you so you understand. Yes, this is the picture for the people who bought. Who were winning the lottery by paying for the regular tickets. Because if you had the premium tickets, you would have had the tickets for day one purple like this, and the tickets for day two like this, so blue. um I didn't join the lottery for the premium seat. The premium seat are the arena, the ground floor, so you are very very close to the stage. I didn't care, sincerely. But this time, yeah, yesterday I was on level 3. So I was down, down, down compared to the day before yesterday, where I was up, up, up over there in the sky. Yesterday I was close to the ground floor, so I could see them close. It was really really nice. But anyway, yes, this pamphlet, yes, behind it's written Kodansha. Here we go. Sorry, Kodansha. There we go. And it's written made in Japan. Mhm. It's written Hajime Isayama, the author of Shingeki no Kyojin. Ah, yes, the producer is Pony Canyon. Pony Canyon. And yeah, then it's written copyright Isayama Sensei. I mean, Isayama Hajime, the manga creator of Shingeki no Kyojin, the final season, Collabo 2. I mean, because they called it even the final season. And it was about 30 euros. Yes, this pamphlet of 96 pages. Yes, here in front it's written, of course, Attack on Titan, 10th anniversary, Attack Fest, so Attack Festival. And here, little, it's written the 2 days, 27th, 28th of 2024, January. Yes. Yeah, this is a pamphlet of 96 pages in which I'm sorry, in which all the voice acting are having interviews in which they say their experiences. There is even let me go straight ahead. There is even interviews of the Seiyu who didn't come, like Reiner, Zeke, and then yes, there is also the interview to Hiroyuki Sawano and Kota Yamamoto. Interviews to all the singers who participated the day before. There are even some left messages from all of them, and first one is wait a second. Ah, yes, yes, yes. First one is a message from Isayama Sensei. Here we go. This is just for a message for the Attack Fest. And he is absolutely thanking the people who joined Attack Fest, but even all the people who joined the TV anime Shingeki no Kyojin and even his story. That's really awesome. Yes, there is the sign Hajime Isayama, and of course Mikasa, that is his way to draw. That's so cute. But then there are all the people who joined. Yeah, I think they are even later. I'm going to translate everything. But there are even the messages from the voice acting or the people who joined the Mappa Studio with the studio Stadio, as you like it. Yes, there are all the signs. Let's see, here we go. Sorry, but this time when I made the live on YouTube, I don't know why it's reversed. I don't know. Yes, there is a message from Kota Yamamoto. Here we go. Kota Yamamoto. Here we go. And all cinema staff, all the singers. Yes, yes. Very, very good. Amazing. Mm. Look, look, Yuko Hikasa, how she can draw. Awesome! She's so great. That's the singer of the first ending of Shingeki no Kyojin. That's my first time that I open it. I wanted to open it together with you. Wow! Look, so great. Awesome. No, come on. Look, Mimir and Eren that they do this together. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, later I'm going to translate. Oh, I'm sorry. Everything. Yes, and these were the gadgets, as I told you. Yes. So I'm happy that I got the pamphlet because the pamphlet, uh, it's not like a badge. It's not like the eye mask. It's not like the coat. I mean, the coat. Where do I put the coat of the Survey Corps? I mean, of the Chosahedan, just to cosplay. But I don't cosplay, so I prefer the pamphlet because it will stay, and I have even lots of things to learn from their interviews. I wanted to. I have even the message from Isayama. So yes, I definitely prefer the. Yes, I wanted to show you Isayama's message once again. Yes, here we go. So I am happy that I bought the pamphlet because, like I did, yeah, 3 years ago, I got the pamphlet. But this pamphlet is better, not only because it's for the last show, but because it's a hardcover. So, in the case, I didn't feel afraid to break it or to leave it in a locker or whatever. No, I brought it with me and I put it behind. I mean, behind each seat there is where the space to put the drink, right? So I I put the plastic bag around it, so it stayed there perfectly during the show. Okay, day second, we entered. I fortunately I could manage the merchandise line, so the queuing, and I could have the pamphlet. I joined inside. I was closer this time. Guys, the same video, introduction video, introducing video for the artists. When the name Hiroyuki Sawano and Kota Yamamoto came out, the people on I mean the crowd of people, we we were screaming so much because come on, we have in front of ourselves two music composers, two music writers, especially Sawano. They are beasts. I mean, they are two music beasts. Sawano made some of the greatest music for anime, not only for Shingeki no Kyojin, you know, but for many other important anime titles. And wow, he's the Hans Zimmer of anime music. Okay, anime soundtrack. The Hans Zimmer of anime soundtrack. And masterpiece. Okay, but anyway, after this introduction, the same introduction video as the day before, Armin, voice actress, came on the stage and she starting with Armin's voice. She started narrating Shingeki no Kyojin. That means she started with the first scene, Anohi. I mean, the main sentence of the episode one, and some of the voice acting were appearing on stage. I lost my voice yesterday. Yesterday, voice acting were Eren, Mikasa, Armin, Jan, Connie, Sasha, Hanji, Levi, Bertold, Annie, Historia, Pick, Falco, and Gabi. So many, so many. I was sorry for Reiner because I hoped that Reiner could have come, but he didn't come. So okay, but it was not a problem because in the after record, that is after record a recording, that is when they dub live on stage, there were some scenes in which Reiner should have been there, but there was his voice dubbed, so it was okay. It was like as if Reiner dubbed it for the show, even if he couldn't come. And later, I'm going to explain you why I say this. I mean, it was not taken from the episode. That was for real Reiner's voice, pre-recorded for the show. So even if he couldn't come, he definitely was there anyway, so I was happy for that. But I wanted to see him because uh, when he talks, normally speaking, he has a voice. It's like a Levi's voice acting. When he's talking, he has his voice, but when he has to dub Reiner or like a Levi, they change voice. Sorry, I forgot Erwin. No, oh, look, sometimes I'm forgetting names. There was even a Daisuke Ono. Oh, amazing voice too. One of the greatest voices in anime seiyuu. Uh, Definitely. Wow. Okay, let me go little by little. So they were dubbing some scenes already. There was already the Afereco part. I was surprised because usually in the previous special events, The voice acting, they were coming out, they were introducing themselves, they were talking, etc., etc. Not this time. This time they were after echo immediately. They were doing these dub live. They were dubbing some scenes. And immediately after, Hiroyuki Sawano and his orchestra arrived. So they stopped the dubbing, they went out, they left the space for Sawano and his orchestra. Oh, guys, he played everything, okay? Everything. All the songs, all of them. I was like, it made me cry because you hear live all the most important songs of Shingeki no Kyojin, but all, guys, all of them. I think he played 1 hour without stopping. All the singers coming, they made You See Big Girl, they made even Apple Seed, they made even the song for season 3 part 1. They made all of them, all. And I was like, oh, thank you, because they made even Apple Seed, that is my favorite. Apple drops beside the tree. Okay, amazing. But they made them all, especially the first one. There was a da 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 da, and everyone was ah, da, 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 da. The audio, guys, was it was like being inside of a CD of Hiroyuki Sawano, but with the audio that was increased 100 times. The lights, the atmosphere, the singer. Oh, but the singers have not a powerful voice. More, their voices, they were breaking my tympanos. They were amazing. It was all live. And even when the singer of You See Big Girl sang, I mean, the last part of the song, that is wow. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. This orchestra concert was a benediction, because after 10 years that I have heard, listened, learned, and enjoyed these songs, to watch them live, it's like as if you were part of the story, because not only they were playing the orchestra, and Hiroyuki Sawano was at the piano as always, and the singers were singing one after the other one. I mean, they came in, they go out, another singer came in, they go out. Awesome, okay, awesome. They were all the songs that he made for 3 seasons. He made all of them, for real. Even that one of season 3 part 1, when there is Levi and Kenny running to catch each other. I mean, Kenny to catch Levi. Oh, even that one he made. Awesome, awesome, and awesome. But they were not only powerful songs, even delicate ones, because Shinkeki no Kyojin is a story, is an anime in which you see, in which you hear songs that are so powerful for a specific moment, but there are even other songs that they are super soft, delicate, emotional, and he made all of them. Even the song when in season 3, part wait, it was season 3. Yeah. In season 3, part 1, before they go to conquer Wall Maria again, that there is Eren, Mikasa, and Armin together. That scene when Mikasa says, I want that we go back to what we were. Now, can we go back to what we were before? all these. And in the background, there was that music that is so emotional that made me cry yesterday because from the story that nothing can go back as before. But guys, Sawano is a monster on a stage. He's a talent, and all the orchestra. Yes, I wanted to praise all the orchestra, all the instruments used. It was really interesting to understand how many instruments they use to produce exactly that music you hear on the records. Um, because there was one main screen that was a huge one, the same as the day before. But then, as the day before, there are even two little screens next to the main one in the middle, in which you could see, because the cameras were pointing at the instruments too, so you could see while Sawana was playing, the cameras were focusing on the instruments that they were used in that moment. And it was really interesting because when you hear a song, you can catch the instruments, you understand, okay, when there is the bass, when there is the electric guitar, when there is the violin, etc., etc. But to see when they start, and to understand even the trumpets, I mean, all the instruments were super essential. Um, and the violins, when they made dun 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 dun. Oh wow, I get the chills even now if I think about it. But it was an unforgettable experience, absolutely. And after Sawano played all the songs, that's why I was thinking, come on, but it's going to last quite long today, because the amount of songs that they played yesterday was like it's like a double concert. But I'm talking about the length, the extension of time that they made yesterday was incredible. In fact, it lasted 4 hours. I mean, unbelievable. After Sawano and his singers orchestra finished, the dubs came out once again, and they dubbed some other scenes. And before moving from season 3 part 2 to the final season, there was an extra scene dubbed, something you have never heard before, something that is not a part of the manga, something that is not a part of the anime. It was an extra scene that was dubbed especially for the special event. So in this scene, you have Gabi, Falco, and Reiner's voice acting. So that's why I was telling you that they didn't take Reiner's voice from the scenes, as all the other dubs that couldn't come. You see that there are the voices of the actors that are already made by the episode, and the voice acting who are live on stage that they dub in the moment they have to dub. Now, in the case of that extra scene, Falco and Gabi, they were present on the stage, but Reiner wasn't. But anyway, Reiner's voice actor recorded properly these lines for the show, even if he couldn't come. And I really appreciated that, because you could hear that his voice was recorded for the show, let's say. And later I'm going to tell you why I tell you all these kind of things. But anyway, this extra scene was between Falco and Gabi. The fact that they are training, it's even before the final season starts, is an extra scene where Falco and Gabi are training to become the Yoroi no Kyojin, I mean the Armor Titan, and they know that they have to join Fort Slava. to be chosen. One of the two has to be chosen as the new Armor Titan. So they are arguing as always, and the talent that these two voice acting had is incredible, because this scene was not uh, included in the story, but it was like as if it was an extra episode of Shingeki no Kyojin anime, let's say. It was so amazing because they had their script over there. They were dubbing, and it was so natural. It was like as if, yeah, it was an extra episode. I really liked these tribute that they made to these two characters, Falco and Gabi, who played an enormous role in the final season. And I liked it because it was extra. It was not the usual thing that then you can see and then you know already. No, it was something different, and it was a great thing to do, in my opinion. Then after these extra scene, uh, there was the final season part starting. So once again, Armin's voice actress started analyzing with Armin's voice what was happening. And there were some other scenes dubbed before starting with the orchestra. And then Kota Yamamoto and his orchestra came. Oh, guys, I tell you already one thing. Uh, Kota Yamamoto is super amazing. He also made, I think, 1 hour of a performance, guys. And when he played Ashes on the Fire, that is the first one that he played. Uh, Usually people prefer Hiroyuki Sawano because of the nostalgia that they had about with the studio, sorry, and the first three seasons, because we know that from the final season, Mappa joins. I open a little bracket. Um, in the entrance of the arena, there were two flower bouquets. One was dedicated to all the cast, to all the people performing by WIT Studio, thanking all the people who worked for Shingeki no Kyojin, and one bouquet of flowers was made by, it was huge, enormous, was made by Mappa Studio, to congratulate themselves with this 10th year anniversary of Shingeki no Kyojin. Okay, close the bracket. I go back. Anyway, yeah, most of the people say that Hiroyuki Sawano is the best. I mean, he's better than Yamamoto, of course. But anyway, some of them they prefer Sawano because also of the nostalgia. But let me tell you honestly, guys, even Kota Yamamoto was super great yesterday. When Ashes on the Fire was played, that usually they say, "Oh, come on, you always play Ashes on the Fire. Every time during the final season, you hear Ashes on the Fire, and that's it. Come on, play other music too." Of course, he did it, but I liked even Ashes on the Fire. I got emotional. Absolutely. The music was so loud and all the instruments were perfectly connected. There was no mistake. They were super perfectionists, and I love these. Um, ah, so 1 second, because now I'm remembering things. Erwin, voice actor, Daisuke Ono, dubbed even the Shinzo Sasageo, that scene, that memorable scene that everyone was waiting, because we had the luck to have Daisuke Ono yesterday. And if you don't know who Daisuke Ono is, go and check it out. He made most of the greatest voices in anime ever. And when he played Erwin, It was nostalgic, and he did even the Levi arigato, that scene too. He didn't do, because we all expected that he played the scene of the suicide scene. I mean, the last scene of Erwin, but he didn't do it. He just made the Shinzo Sasage scene when they all joined the Chosahedan. He made the scene in which he says Levi arigato before the suicide attack, but it was intense because it was like hearing that episode again when he says Levi arigato. I mean, whoa, chills, chills, chills. And yeah. By the way, I go back as yeah, because sometimes I come up with my mind with some things, so I needed to remember things too. But Kota Yamamoto, standing ovation. Awesome. Both Hiroyuki Sawano and Kota Yamamoto, they made it. They nailed it for sure. I know that Sawano has more experience, and of course you could detect it. Okay, but Kota Yamamoto was simply great too. Then, guys, they play the Warriors too. Dun, 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 dun. My favorite. I was so happy. Yeah, my favorite from Sawano is Appleseed. You see, big girl. Yeah, there was just one song that was not played yesterday. That is Barricades. No, they didn't play that. I felt sorry for that because I like Barricades too. But for the rest, they played everything, everything, and they played even Memory Lane. In fact, there was the singer of Memory Lane. She was pregnant. She is pregnant. So she was really nice with that white dress, and she was always touching her belly to let us understand that she's pregnant. That was really awesome. When then they played the Footsteps of Doom. Oh, 6 minutes of pure music, especially when the instruments they were coordinated to the da 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 da. It was like as if we were in the temple of demons, to tell you honestly. And in fact, I had even my shirt that you see in the community section. So when the Footsteps of Doom finished, I had my shirt, so I stood up with air with my shirt. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. But they did it completely exactly like the record. Exactly the same as the record. And now that all the soundtrack for Shingeki no Kyojin is over, the next step is to buy all the soundtrack. Because I am awaiting, maybe, that one day they will make the entire soundtrack in a special box, but even if it doesn't happen, now that everything is finished, because they even released the last soundtrack of the last part of Shingeki no Kyojin, I wanted to buy everything. I wanted to buy all the soundtrack. I wanted to buy, even if later in the future they make even the perfect edition of the manga, I will buy it again. Everything that regards Shingeki no Kyojin matters to me, because not because it's a matter of merchandise, matter of gadgets and whatever, but it's because of the story. And later I'm going to tell you what the voice acting said at the end. That to me, it's super important, and I totally agree with what they said, especially Kaji Yuki at the end with his final speech. I absolutely stand what he says. But anyway, Kota Yamamoto made it. The orchestra, yes, I wanted to praise all the orchestra members, all the instruments used, both Sawano and Yamamoto, both their singers who joined us to perform these songs that they are iconic, simply iconic, and they will be unforgettable because no one will forget these songs, especially if you're a fan. But even if you're not a fan, maybe you have heard some songs like a da na 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 da na na na. And even if you're not a fan, please watch Shingeki no Kyojin because you will understand why so many people love this story. After Kota Yamamoto finished, because he made all the songs, even the songs, even the soundtrack of part 3 and part 4, all of them till we reached Eren's death. I mean, everything. He did everything. And after the orchestra went away, bye bye, there was a special dub. So special. There was all the scene, guys, all, okay, the complete scene dubbed live of Eren and Armin's last dialogue. All of it. They didn't skip anything. And even Armin's scream at the end when he notices that Eren is gone. That scream, guys. I mean, I wanted to thank Marina Inoue, that is the voice acting of Armin, because not only she cried for real, because why? I mean, she cried for real, and she screamed like that. It was even better than the episode. That final scream was everything. And they even dub the scene in which they reach Paradise. After all that happened, the Mikasa's voice actress dubbed even the last scene, and she cried too. There was even another extra scene, something that you have never heard before. That was while they were reaching Paradise with the ship. Something super hilarious because it involved the Reiner once again, and that's why I'm saying that he recorded for the show those lines, even if he was not there, because when the scene was extra, it means that it doesn't appear in the anime, it doesn't appear in the manga. It's something that they created later. And they did something hilarious because that extra scene regarded Reiner and Historia. I mean, when Historia is reading the letter while they are on the ship, Historia's voice actress was reading the first part, and then Reiner the second part, Historia the third part, Reiner, as if I mean they wanted to talk about this love story that didn't happen between Reiner and the Historia, and they made this a funny catch moment about. Uh, all the voice acting asking themselves, "Where is Reiner? Where is Reiner? Peek, go and check." And Peek said, "No, it's not here. Guys, go and check in the other room of the ship to see if Reiner is here." But with the acting, I mean, they were acting like the characters until they say, "Go to toilet and see if Reiner is in the toilet." And when they open the door of the toilet, Reiner is reading Historia's letter. Okay, that was super hilarious. Wow, okay. But this extra scene makes you understand, that, of course, as we all know, that Reiner has always loved the Historia, but unfortunately, this didn't happen. I mean, this couple that we all waited to be formed never happened. And the Reiner will always remember Historia's smell and Historia's face, Historia's scent, Historia's words, just through the letter. That's it. I mean, we all laughed. It was really, really, really funny. But then, of course, there was the last scene in which Ishikawa Yui cried when she said, "Thank you, Erin, for wrapping me the scarf all around." And she was dubbing, and we were watching the scene. So it was like as if we were watching an episode. But let me tell you honestly, when those moments of the Afureko are happening, I am always focusing even on their facial expressions. I mean, on how they dub, because this is really interesting. I mean, the point of the Afureko part is that you're checking if they are dubbing, connecting perfectly with the scene on the screen, but what's really interesting to me is how they act, their movement, their gestures, their the way they scream, the way they produce these sounds. Um, it's pretty intense. And when Armin was screaming like that, "Ah!" She was crying already, so she was well motivated, but she did it in a way that I understood her. I would have done the same. As much as Mikasa, Ishikawa Yui, when she was crying while she was acting the last sentence, that was pretty emotional. Yes, yes, yes. Then after they dub, after that last scene, on the screen appeared the end. Ah, in that moment, we stood up, we clapped our hands, and all the cast came out on the stage. Also, Hiroyuki Sawano and Kota Yamamoto. They had a little interview, uh, and all to summarize to you what all the dub, all the seiyu, all the voice acting said, especially what Kaji Yuki said at the end. He was feeling emotional too because it was the last time that he's performing Eren. It was the last time that all of them performed live on stage the characters of Shingeki no Kyojin, so it's the end. But Kazuyuki said something that I totally agree. He said that even if this story is finished, we should go ahead. So it's not an end, it's a beginning of how we go on living after we read a story like this. I mean, Isayama made a story, and this story was read by so many people. Now it's up to us treasuring this story and put into actions what Isayama told in the story. So for us, it's a beginning. It's not the end. It's the beginning to perpetrate, to move on, to never stop moving on, thinking about what this story gave us, left us in our heart. And I totally agree with this thing because when you go to these kind of events, personally speaking, this is my view. There are people who go there because they are fangirling. I mean, there are people who just go there because they are cosplayers too. There are people who just enjoy the music. There are people, on the contrary, who go there because they really feel the story. They really feel what they have read, what they have seen. And I am not a cosplayer. I don't go to this kind of events for fangirling and all these kind of things. I am proud to have been there. And while I was feeling the music, I was remembering the story. I remembered what the story, where the story took me. And it was worth it to be there also because of this. Because after all these years that I am analyzing the story, that I'm trying my best, and I'm not finished with my analysis because I'm sure that when I will rewatch it, I have so many other things to say. So this is just a work in progress to me. So I agree with what Kaji Yuki said. It's just the beginning, because even if it's written the end, it's the beginning for us to understand the story, to put it into action, to put it into practice, and to see if we really understood the story. I also liked when the artists they were saying, "Okay, Shingeki no Kyojin finished as a story. I mean, as for the anime, as for the manga, not yet because there is even a volume 35. But even if the story is finished, keep going on listening to our music. Keep thinking that it's not over because you have multiple choices to hear our music again, and this music doesn't go anywhere. I totally agree with this too. Just because it was the final event, that doesn't mean it's a goodbye as if they are all dying later. It's just the end of of a path, but that path can stay there always. So they were saying, don't forget about our music, keep going on listening to it and keep enjoying. I really liked even what Romy Park said, the voice acting of Hanji. Um, she was surprised of by the talent of the young Seiyu that were participating in 10 years straight. For example, when Romy Park joined Shingeki no Kyojin, because Hanji started from season one, she met the three Seiyu, I mean, Kajiyuki, Ishikawa Yui, and Marina Inoue, and they were so young. They were so young, and it was their first experiences as a for Seiyu. So I liked when Romy Park, who is a great Seiyu, praised these little ones. It's really humble from her point of view to estimate, to admire others say, because there are people who are thinking, oh, I am the best, oh, okay, I am the oldest, whatever. I mean, Daisuke Ono and Romy Park, they were the oldest over there, together with the voice acting of Levi. But I like when old people praise even young people and they don't feel superior. That's something that can connect even to the story itself. this aspect, that it's one of the most important. When all the people are ready to encourage the young ones to do better than them. And I liked the when, yeah, she was saying that in 10 years, they became so great. I agree. They have a huge talent expressing themselves and acting in a way in which the characters take form. Because when you read the manga, you don't have voices. I mean, you read, right? But there is no intonation, there is no voice, there's no poses, I mean, breaks. Um, you can't feel the silence as much as in an anime. So you need a talent to do all these kind of things. And that's why I appreciated that a seiyu, a talented seiyu like Romy Park, was congratulating herself with all of them. That was really awesome. But look, even Daisuke Ono had great words for all of them. But even for the story, yes, what matters, guys, is the story more than the fangirling. Oh yeah, well, I mean, I mean, there are people who praise sometimes the characters of the story without even understanding the characters themselves. uh, there are people who enjoy the characters just because they are kakoi, but I think that's more. There should be more, and that's why I appreciated that even these seiyu, they praised the story, they praised what Isayama created, because that's the point. The point is, yes, I am talented. Yes, I can create a beautiful voice. Yes, I can give to this character an intonation, a voice. But it's thanks to the cooperation they had with Isayama that this was possible. It's thanks to the story that Isayama wrote that they could express their talent as best as they could. So, yeah, I think that what the Seiyu said in their final messages was super intense. They were emotional. For example, even Marina Inoue, the voice acting of Armin, when she had to say the last message, she started crying. I mean, she couldn't even say, "I am a Marina Inoue, the voice acting of Armin." No, she stopped herself and she moved the microphone over there because she felt so emotional. She couldn't even get it. I mean, she couldn't take it anymore. It was pretty emotional. Yes, I cried too, because when there is an end of a thing, it's always making me feel sad. That's why I understand them all. There was even the funny part of Sasha's voice acting. She showed a potato and she said that the Pony Canyon gave her the potato. No, look, something crazy. um, but yeah, it was really, really emotional. Absolutely. They made even the scene. Yes, now I'm remembering things. They made even at the beginning of the final season, part one, where Falco is saying, "Don't come here, go away," because here it's really dangerous. They made even the scene of the serum when they had to choose between Erwin and Armin. They made the scene um, of when they joined the Chosahedan, even the recruitment with the Shadis. Um, they made lots of new scenes because otherwise they are always the same. Um, yeah, there was this hilarious part of Sasha's voice acting, and I also liked when Ishikawa Yui sent her last message, she was really, she was crying for real. She was really emotional in that moment. But I liked one particular thing. You know that probably you don't know this, or you know this, but anyway, when Ishikawa Yui recorded the last sentence, or even when she recorded with her voice Itterashai Eren, after she recorded those two scenes, especially the last one, she cried. She cried because Ishikawa Yui didn't know the end of the story. She was like me. I mean, I felt her so much because in these years, when I was joining the other special events, she was always saying, "Please, please don't tell me, no spoilers, because I don't know how the story ends." And Kaji Yuki was always, "Okay, okay, I will not tell you." These kind of things. Even Marina, I know, said, "No, okay, okay, I don't tell you," because she didn't want to know. She wanted to go on with the flow and to experience emotions in those moments while she was recording. So she was not even reading the manga. She was not doing anything. She was waiting. Okay. So for her, it was even better this because the the way which she was acting, it was more real or more realistic because in that moment she was discovering what was happening. So after she recorded the last thank you, Erin, for wrapping my scarf around my neck, uh, she cried hard. And she cried even yesterday on the stage. So when there was her final message, she was saying, look, I was so traumatized when I was saying Iterashai, and even when I was saying the last sentence. So I wanted to ask Kaji Yuki one thing in particular. I wanted to ask him if now, with Eren's voice, he can say Tadaima. Because for her, it was so traumatizing to say Itterashai, to know that Eren will not come back, physically speaking, that she was feeling so sorrow. She was so sad. So in that moment, the Kachiyuki was surprised because it was unexpected. This, but anyway, he said, "Okay, I will do it now." And he said, "Mikasa, tadaima." And in that moment, she cried hard because we all wanted somehow that Eren would have come back. Even Mikasa herself, as a character, wanted this. Bakaji Yuki, before saying this, he also said, but actually, he's not gone completely. I mean, there is a reference in which you understand that Eren somehow will be there. There is this aura surrounding Mikasa that will make her understand that somehow Eren is not gone. Somehow Eren is there. So I appreciated this moment anyway, because even if there was no need to say Tadaima, and she said Okaeri, Okaeri Nasai, that was really intimate and beautiful. There was no need to say that because Eren was gone partially speaking. He was still there. But anyway, um, it was really hard even for Kajiyuki to say goodbye. It was really, really hard. He made a long speech in which he was thanking everyone for coming, in which, yes, what I told you before, that means it's not the end, it's just the beginning. And he was feeling emotional because a circle of events for 10 years is over. and it's a long, long lifetime. 10 years, it's lasting long. It's a life experience. And in fact, he said that it was a really great life experience. These 10 years changed his life completely. He said, even, yes, Ishikawa Yui, she said that she finished university, and she didn't know what to do in that particular moment of her life until she joined the auction, and she was heard, her voice was heard, and she was chosen as for Mikasa. So I have to say that um, that their lives completely changed, because they will always be remembered as the seiyu of those characters, and even their career started somehow from these 10 years. Most of them started becoming seiyu, or they continued being seiyu even thanks to this experience. So as you can see, not only you give your voice to a character, but you immerse yourself in the story. And this story, as many of the seiyu were judging, were saying, is a masterpiece. Because no matter how you see this story, no matter how much this story gave you, anyway, it gives you something. Anyway, it leaves you something. So yeah, I really want to thank all the Seiyu for their immense job they made for 10 years. And I wanted to thank them also because they gave a voice to all these characters, and they could make the anime possible. And if the masterpiece is a masterpiece, is also thanks to them. As for the anime, because they created the voices for all these characters. And it's not something to underestimate, not at all. So thank you, all of you guys. Thank you for this immense story called Shingeki no Kyojin. And yeah, some of them, they were saying, oh, look, when the anime finished, we were saying, oh, but okay, then there will be the event. But then the event came to an end. So this is for real the end. Dear Seiyu, for us fans, it's not the end. Because after this great event, in 3 months, there is the art book of Shingeki no Kyojin with volume 35. So for us, actually, the story is not ended yet. We have even volume 35 coming, and we have even that immense and great art book of Shingeki no Kyojin coming. So let's see what happens in these 3 months coming. By the way, okay, guys, I finished. I wanted to thank you, all of you, to thank all of these great show that was Attack Fest, Attack on Titan Festival, the 10th anniversary festival. Thank you so much for having her listened to me so far, and thank you to this experience, because yes, in these days I will keep going on posting my mother's reactions. Sorry for the delay, but they are coming in this week. Episode 3 is coming, and yeah, this story is not finished to me. So I wanted to go deep, 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 keep studying, keep thinking about this story, and to catch other things that I couldn't, and I will do it together with you if you want. I mean, I will do it if you want to join. Okay, if you don't want to join, okay. But yeah, I liked this story so much. It's part of my heart, yes. And once I finish my mother's reaction videos for the moment, because of the last part, you have to wait until she comes. Um, but once I finish all of that, I will start Vinland Saga. I will start Vinland Saga 2, season 2, because it's another great part of my heart. I love Vinland, and I wanted to keep moving forward. Yes, to keep moving forward. Last thing that the say you said, many say you said, is to keep moving forward in life. That is not do what Eren did, no, but as a message is to keep moving forward, to love what you want to do, to go ahead with what you want to do, to never stop believing in yourself, to not stop thinking that what you do is the wrong thing. You should keep going on thinking that that's the right thing and believe it. That's the great advice that they gave, I think. Yeah. Okay, guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for this long live streaming. And stay tuned because in these days, the other episodes are coming out of my mother's reactions. So stay tuned and keep on watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, yes, these yesterday, I mean, the last show lasted 4 hours, so it was pretty long. And thank you so much for the support, guys. Hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye. See you. See you. Bye bye.